Alex Bejeda pranked Renato Moicano by pretending to be upset with him over a recent interview Moicano did with Glover Teixeira.
Fala, irmão, de boa.
Beleza?
Sabe, você fez a entrevista lá com o Glover lá, pô, eu achei um pouco de sacanagem, entendeu? As perguntas que você fez lá. E...
Sério?
Porra, velho. Entendeu? Não sei o que você tá aprendendo. Sabe? Pô, não, eu sou um cara que eu falo a verdade, entendeu? Depois dessa entrevista, velho, o Glover mudou comigo, você quer colocar a gente, tipo, um contra o outro, entendeu, velho? Tipo...
Aí, pô, eu duvido, meu brother.
Não, porra, velho.
Ele te bate ou tu bate nele nos treinos? Tem que respeitar o mestre, pô.
Não, pô, né? Aí eu sou lutador também, né, porra, né? Eu também sou um mestre, entendeu, nessa área, você tá entendendo? Então são dois mestres, entendeu?
Como é que pode o cara mudar depois de uma entrevista?
É sacanagem, velho. Porra, você não tá por Las Vegas aqui, né? Mas uma hora eu vou te encontrar aqui, velho.
Rapaz, não precisa nem preocupar, não.
Não, uma hora eu vou te encontrar aqui, velho. Entendeu? Vocês ficam colocando os outros contra os outros e tal. Não gosto dessas paradas, não, velho.
Bom, beleza, você tem sua opinião. Eu não perguntei nada pra constranger nem você nem o Glover, não, mas...
Quando a gente se encontrar, a gente conversa legal, velho. Entendeu?
Beleza.
Tô zoando, pô. Tô com o Glover aqui, velho. Tô contigo aqui, velho. Porra, velho. Caralho, velho. Já tá aqui.
Aí, Moicano!
Aí tu quer me fuder no duvido.
Ronda Rousey recently said never say never in regards to a potential return to the UFC. Her last fight was in 2016, and she was TKO'd by Amanda Nunes in the first round. Ronda has started training MMA once again, and recently shared footage highlighting the progress she's made with her boxing. In the caption, she wrote from 8 weeks after having a baby, and 8 years of stepping away from MMA, to 8 months postpartum and finding my love for it again. The first clip is my first session working with AJ MMA. I was super self-conscious, embarrassed of how much I regressed, and honestly trying my very best not to pee my pants throwing punches so soon after having a baby. Second clip was yesterday. I've never laughed or smiled so much on the mat as I do these days. The last 6 months have been an absolute blast. Feels like I have so much left to grow, and without the weight of the world on my shoulders, nothing is holding me back.
Yeah, and I would jump on that 3. Okay. Like forward.
Okay.
Shoot. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Turn your chest and point it this way before you hook. Yeah, you felt that. You felt that. 1, 2.
Just hit stuff. Don't throw.
Daniel Cormier believes Cain Velasquez could have gone undefeated and been regarded as the greatest heavyweight of all time if not for injuries.
What was Cain Velasquez like coming up as to become the champ?
The best. I've never seen anything like it. I still today have not seen anything like it.
Just like the work ethic, or just the training?
The training, the skill set, the ability. He really could do it all. If he didn't have all those injuries, he would be by far the greatest heavyweight of all time. No one would have beaten him.
When did that start, though?
The injuries?
Yeah.
He was one of those kids that had nothing. He had so little that when he would get mixed up with people, no matter what they told him to do, he would do. So if the strength coach told him to leg press 800 pounds, he did it. He'd leg press 800 pounds. He just did everything, bro. He was a monster, and he just worked and he worked and he worked and he worked himself into like injury after injury after injury.
All 4 members of the Fighting Nerds recently took their first losses in the UFC. First, Carlos Prates dropped a unanimous decision to Ian Gary. However, he has since bounced back by KOing Jeff Neal with a spinning back elbow. Mauricio Rufy was submitted by Benoit Saint Denis. Caio lost to Nazardini Mavov via unanimous decision. And Jean Silva was recently TKO'd by Diego Lopes. Caio gave a motivational speech to them after the losses.
Fiquei pensando muito em algumas coisas, galera. Não ia falar hoje nem nada não, mas eu fiquei pensando muito em algumas coisas. Eu acho que seria legal a gente botar alguns pontos, até tirar um pouco da emoção do que a gente está sentindo e para a razão o máximo possível. Nem falei isso com os treinadores, mas eu acho que o nosso principal, o que a gente deixou de prestar atenção, é que um dos nossos principais objetivos, desde que a gente começou a equipe, essa filosofia de como enxergar a luta, ele foi alcançado. A gente conseguiu mudar a mentalidade, o jeito de agir, o jeito de estudar a luta, o jeito de enxergar a luta, não só daqui, como de várias equipes do Brasil e do mundo. E eu acho que isso, talvez, pecou no nosso conhecimento. Os caras estão estudando muito mais, os caras estão se comportando de maneira diferente, os caras estão encarando a profissão de maneira diferente, tudo isso por causa de influência nossa. Então, nosso principal objetivo, ele foi concluído, porque o nosso objetivo era mudar como as pessoas enxergam o lutador e mudar como o lutador se enxerga. E talvez isso possa ser despercebido pela gente. Agora, não basta só ser Fight Nerd, a gente tem que ser algo a mais, tá ligado? É isso que eu penso, principalmente. A gente tem que ser algo a mais do que isso, porque ser Fight Nerd, todos eles estão conseguindo ser já. O que a gente tem a mais para oferecer? Eu acho que é aí que tem que estar na nossa cabeça, o que a gente tem que pensar.
Cara, peraí, vamos lá, todo mundo, 2, 3 Fight Nerds no meio, bora.
Bora, caralho! Vai tomar no cu, porra! 1, 2, 3, fight!
Mario Bautista versus Umar Nurmagomedov is set to go down at UFC 321 next month. Bautista recently shared why he doesn't think Umar is having a good camp due to his recent loss to Merab. Speaking to MMA Junkie, he said, "We definitely don't think they're invincible. They're great grapplers. They're all good. Usman's the champion over there, but it could just be Khabib is an outlier and is just that great. Everyone expects the rest of them to just be like that, which isn't the case. I think we have all the tools, all the guys to get ready for this, and who knows? I don't expect this camp to be a good one for him, because someone like Khabib is probably just going to straight push him, just because of what happened in the last fight. Okay, you had that problem, we're going to push you hard, so I don't think it's going to be a good camp for Umar." BKFC president David Feldman believes Conor McGregor's UFC return will determine whether or not he'll ever fight in BKFC. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Feldman said, "I think he's very serious about what he's doing with his comeback fight. He's going to do that fight, unless something really crazy off the wall happens. This truly is the best Conor McGregor I've seen. Now, I haven't known him forever, but I've known him for 2 years, and this is the best Conor I've ever seen. Focused, training, we've had some conversations, me and Conor, and I just said, you're the biggest legend that has ever hit the fight game almost. Just let's get back in there and training. He's doing everything that I think a fighter should do at this point. He's got a long time to go before that July 4th card next year. If he can maintain his focus, which I have no reason to believe he won't, and maintain his focus on training and everything, he's got a shot of being the old Conor McGregor. I think it depends on the outcome of the White House card. If he wins the White House card, which I have every reason to believe no matter who he fights, he's going to win, because they're going to match him against someone that is going to be an even fight for him. They're not going to match him against some young stud that maybe shouldn't be matched against at this stage of his career, but they're going to match him right. I know they are, because it would make sense for the promotion. If he wins, if he looks good in that fight, he's going to fight another fight. If that happens, then I would bet 100% he'll fight for BKFC. Why wouldn't he? What would he do for the evaluation of the company if he fights for BKFC? He'll double it or triple it, and then he just doubled or tripled his interest in it, and it's way more than he's going to get fighting anywhere else. I mean, he's going to get paid for it, because we're going to have investors come in for that fight, and then he'll get double or triple the evaluation for the company. It's a no-brainer and a win-win for everybody, but he has business to take care of first, and I do have to say honestly again, super focused. The most focused I've ever seen. Alex Bejeda says fans have only seen about 5% of what he's been working on as he prepares for his rematch with Magomed Ankalaev.
Reassistiu a sua primeira luta contra o Ankalaev, o que você achou dessa luta, o que você pretende, que você poderia mudar, se puder falar, né?
Pô, eu assisti algumas vezes, né? Pô, não assisti tantas vezes que nem as outras, é claro, acho que foi o suficiente, né? Pra ver ali onde teve as falhas, né? É óbvio que teve algumas falhas ali, a gente tá fazendo treinos ali com a galera, pô, pessoal, boa trocação, trouxe algumas pessoas de fora, não postei muito vídeo dessa vez, às vezes as pessoas falando lá, pô, tá mostrando muito, tá? Pô, mostrei, ok, 5%. Se tá impressionando isso aí, porra, legal, 5% tá perfeito.
Falando que não vai ter muito vídeo.
Ciryl Gane is scheduled to challenge Tom Aspinall for the UFC heavyweight title at UFC 321 next month. Leading into the fight, Gane reflected on his past losses to John Jones and Francis Ngannou, and also addressed whether he was frustrated by John holding up the division.
At first, I've been all of that. You see, the conference, the media, everything it's heavy for the fighter. And I remember against Francis, It was so heavy. It was not easy. And yeah, this is a good exercise because you must be prepared for that. This has had a little bit more pressure for the storytelling, everything. And yeah, I remember for John Jones it was easier, so I'm sure for the next one it's going to be easy.
Have you found the last 2 years in particular frustrating with the UFC? It felt like the heavyweight division was on hold with John being out and what have you. Have you felt it frustrating yourself?
Not too much, but yeah, for sure. The division was a little bit on the stop, and now the situation is better, and that's why we got to fight with Tom. And no, I was not frustrated. I got my experience. I did already 1 year without fight because of the COVID, because the people canceled the fight. We stay every time we stay focused, we stay professional, and we trust to the work of the UFC. And we're just waiting at the gym, keep training, and this is exactly what we did.
Robert Whittaker is eyeing a fight with Sean Strickland next.
Don't know. I want to fight in Sydney next Feb. That's what I want to fight next.
Yeah.
I'd love to fight Strickland. I've been wanting that fight for a while. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be a good fight. He always brings people to cards. I don't think he'll come all the way here to Australia, but
he's got some issues with Australia.
Yeah, I don't think he has the best rapport with Australian government, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
At the moment, Charles Oliveira still does not have a replacement opponent for UFC Rio, since Rafael Fiziev pulled out due to injury. Diego Lopes says he's willing to fight Oliveira. He said, of course, why not? Of course I'd accept, especially because Charles is a legend. And like I've always said, man, I'll never turn down a fight. If you think I'm the right guy to fight him and you call me, then definitely yes. No problem, without even thinking twice.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Dankest MMA. It says, Jones dragged on the biggest fight of not only the year, but one of the biggest fights of all time. And when they gave him everything he wanted and pulled the outrageous number he asked for, he said yes, only to publicly retire and make Dana and Tom and everyone else involved look stupid. Anyone defending John is crazy. He reaps what he sowed. The second one says DC just wants to see Jones get knocked out on the biggest stage. But I'm not surprised, I do too. And the final one's from Robert. It says Rampage making himself look worse with every appearance he makes.
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.